Following its birth in California, skateboarding grew to prominence after surfers struggled to take to the waves. Since that breakthrough moment in the 1950s, skateboarding became popular in North America before it widely spread across the globe. Today, the sport continues to grow as the International Olympic Committee voted to include it in the forthcoming Tokyo 2020 Games. But does the sport warrant a place in Japan?
Absolutely. I think what the Olympics has done is it's given skateboarding credibility, because it has been a bit of an underground culture sport, and some skaters will say it's not a sport, they would say it's a lifestyle. But what we're doing as a governing body is, and the Olympics, is giving it a bit of credibility. So the first thing that we did was developed a coaching course. So we've got a level 1 coaching course, and that means that the hundreds of skate coaches that are out there at the moment with no qualifications now can have a qualification, which means they can go into schools and work with local authorities and charities and actually legitimately, from a qualification point of view, coach the sport. But absolutely it'll grow. The profile is increasing, which is fantastic. And on a daily basis, I'm getting emails from kids and mums and dads saying, my boy wants to start skateboarding, or he wants to be in the Olympics, or my girl wants to, compete for GB.
Set up in September of 2015, Skateboard England is the new governing body for Team GB. And James believes the sport's inclusion will only benefit the next generation.
I'm not a skater, so I'm looking at it from a sport point of view in terms of increasing participation, getting better facilities, having a bit of structure in there to help skaters skate more and skate better, which ultimately is what we're there for. But yeah, very excited. It'll put skateboarding more in the public arena. It'll give some kids an opportunity of representing the country, which is phenomenal for them.
Throughout Britain, it is not uncommon to find a skate park like this in many a town or village. But do facilities like these provide the best opportunity for hopefuls who are looking to make the Olympics?
If you want to get people into a sport, any sport really, you need to make it accessible to them. You don't want people, looking at stuff and going, well, there's just no way I can even get onto this thing. What's the point of me being here? You want to have facilities that are suitable for beginners and experienced skaters, but then you also need to have some spaces that are available for those guys who are at the top end, who need to be able to practice at the very highest level.
Whilst working at Projektsmcr, a skate park located under a flyover in central Manchester, John has learnt how there are mixed feelings amongst skaters towards the Olympics.
It seems as though in the UK there's generally a feeling that it's not such a good thing that skateboarding is going to be in the Olympics, partly because they feel like the essence of skateboarding is going to be affected by it. Skaters love skateboarding, they don't want it to be put at risk. So if there's a potential risk involved in skateboarding going to the Olympics, they don't want to know about it. And I completely understand, if I had something very precious to me and that's in that way, I wouldn't want it to change either. Then there's the other side where a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, but aren't we going to get better places to skate? Aren't we going to have more opportunities in skateboarding? And, isn't that going to be a good thing for skaters generally?
With park and street contests set to feature at the Games, not all skaters are in favour of the sport's inclusion.
I'm not too happy with it, to be honest. I don't think it's the best thing for skateboarding. I see it as the Olympics needs us more than skateboarding needs the Olympics. And so I see the point people make that it'll get more people into skating and there'll be more money around and stuff, but skating was already quite big anyway, and the Olympics kind of need skateboarding to look cool, whereas skateboarding doesn't need the Olympics to flourish, kind of thing.
Despite dividing opinion in the skateboarding community, the sport will undoubtedly attract viewers from across the world to see if it is a success or failure. Stephen Peach, Keys News.